Dan, who's texted in, says, good morning, Jeff and Ali. I believe that as an individual, Foden is more gifted, but is known to go missing. Saka is overall more consistent. So, who's the better player, Ali, Foden or Saka?
Cool, that's an interesting point from Dan, and a lot of people would agree with that. Who's the best player? I actually would maybe agree with Dan at the moment that Foden is technically more gifted. And at this moment in time, in current form, I think he's a bit the better of the two players. I love Saka, and just as a matter of interest, I'm probably playing Saka on the right and Foden on the left, and Harry Kane through the middle in my international team. But Saka's form, when it dipped a little bit there a couple of weeks back, which is understandable, and everybody can accept it, and because it happens with all players, he has bounced back, and his form with Odegaard in particular has been exceptional. But I just think Foden at this moment in time might be the best player in the country. But that's not to take anything away from Saka, who I think is an excellent player. But I think Foden's maybe the best player in the country at this moment in time.
Well, look, we know this is Ask Ali, but it's time to bring Harry, the Arsenal fan, in. He wants to have a word with you on this. 03717 22 Morning, Harry. What have you got to say to Coisty?
Morning. Well, I've been listening in, and this is what I find every time I speak to anybody. Everyone talks up Foden like he's the best thing since sliced bread. I mean, Saka's been doing these things since he's how old? I mean, Foden's a little bit older than him, I think, yeah? And I also think that Saka's stats speak for themselves. Foden's playing in a better team with better players, so he's bound to do these things.
Well, Harry, no, I take your point, mate, right? And you know, we're effectively having a discussion here and arguing about nothing, because I think we're all in agreement that the two of them are top class players, absolutely top class players. And I think from the most important point of view, if you're an England fan, I think the two of them have got to start with Harry Kane. At this moment in time, there's not a lot in it. You can say, Foden's slightly better in current form, or Saka stats are better, but we're effectively singing for the same hymn sheet, really.
Yeah, we are, but I don't think we talk Saka up as much as we do Foden. I think everyone is so Foden, and we don't talk enough about the amazing things that Saka's doing. He's doing it at a side which is City have got two starting 11s. Mm-hmm. They've got two starting 11s that could win the title. Arsenal, a couple of them players get injured, it's not the same team. He's been carrying that Arsenal team for a lot longer than Foden's been doing. Foden doesn't get as many starts as Saka does, and Saka, he hasn't played as long as Saka has. I mean, we've got to look at it from that point of view. I mean, England stats as well say it all. He's a much better player, in my opinion. Sorry. That's it.
Harry, no need to be sorry about it. It's an opinion a lot of people will share as well.
You're certainly entitled to your opinion. I'm not sure I'd go as far to say he's a much better player, but I take your point. You're guaranteed you're well entitled to your opinion. I'm not sure I'd be saying he's a far better player than Foden.
England blessed to have them both.
Of course,
there's any doubt. Just as they're blessed to have Declan Rice and blessed to have Jude Bellingham and John Stones and so on,
and Kane
and so forth. By the way, we talk about the difference in age. There's not much difference in age. Saka's 22, Phil Foden is 23.
TalkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the TalkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. TalkSPORT.